City known for a lot of things, the home of house music, deep dish pizza, the list goes on and on and on. But did you know it's also a hub of history for tattoos? That's right, a stretch of the South Loop was once home to burlesque dancers, penny arcades, and dozens of tattoo artists. And today there's one shop in Chicago where that history is alive and well. Lexi Sutter takes us there for this Only in Chicago story.
The roots of Chicago's tattoo culture are almost as old as the city itself. Starting in the late 1800s and through the turn of the century, where I'm standing along South State Street was not as it is today, but an entertainment district welcoming the traveling circus and sailors.
State and Van Buren, from State and Van Buren to State and Harrison was Skid Row, or one of Chicago's Skid Rows. So you had a lot of single night hotels, burlesque houses, arcades, and tattoo shops.
Tattoo shops existed in almost every nook and cranny. Chicago was a hub for tattooing until the city changed the law and the legal age.
They started wanting to clean up the South Loop in that area in the mid-60s. And they wanted sailors to kind of clean up too. So they changed the law from 18 to 21.
So the circus and the sailors went elsewhere, forcing many tattooers to pack up and find a new home too. But longtime Chicago artist Nick Colella is keeping the industry's history alive with his own shop in Westtown, appropriately named Great Lakes Tattoo, a nod to the North Chicago Naval Base and the sailors who made tattooing a big business in Chicago.
I just think it's a really rich history. I think it's a history that gets overlooked a lot, and a lot of people don't really realize how much history is here.
Nick has single-handedly preserved as much history as possible. Everything in here is a nod to its past.
And that's Tats Thomas on the left and Ralph Johnstone on the right.
Even the way Nick tattoos his customers today hasn't changed much at all.
I use the same machines.
Really?
Same style.
So that really
I mean, there's people who don't.
Right.
There's people who use like modern, like what they're called pen machines or like rotary machines and things like that. But the basic tattoo machine design has been the same for over 100 years.
The walls are covered with original art and the photos from the industry's heyday. And if you ask Nick, these memories are worth remembering, honoring, and continuing in the art today.
I like to tattoo off of those old designs because I have so many in the shop and our customers really come here for that type of stuff. The only way to keep those guys alive is to tattoo their designs.
In Westtown, Lexi Sutter, NBC5.